these guys for a long time, and now it's here, and let's kind of see what he can do.
Todd Hollandsworth breaks down the Baez debut. The Rangers come out raking against John Danks.
I could afford it. So, I mean, I don't see what you can find me for on that.
The hammer comes down from Hallis Hall as the black unicorn disappears from Bourbonnais. Meanwhile, injuries start to stack up, making a quick recovery. Sportsnet Central starts right now. We begin the show in Denver, where all Cubs fans were anticipating the debut of 21-year-old Javy Baez. Baez making the start at second base and batting second in the lineup. Rockies and Cubs beginning a three-game set at Coors Field. Cubs fans came out to support the recent call-up. Didn't go as well in his first at-bat. Brett Anderson would get Baez to strike out swinging there in the first. Sixth inning, Cubs trailing 3-0 at this point until Wellington Castillo unleashes a little power here, blasting a solo shot off of Franklin Morales, his 8th homer of the year. Cubs trailing 3-1. Then a strange 7th inning as the Rockies bullpen blows the lead.
And it gets away on ball 4, and the Cubs are now within a run. Another 3-2. That's ball 4. And we are tied as Castro will trot home a 5-walk inning. And he lines to left. Valbuena trying to score, and he will. Chris Valaika.
Kind of rare to have a 3-run inning without a hit.
6 total walks in the inning, 3 runs on no hits, and it allowed Baez to get a shot with the bases loaded, but he'd fly out to right. No damage, but for the 4th time in the last week, the Cubs would head to extra innings. To the 11th, Cubs bases loaded. Brian Sweeney brings a run home on a bloop single to right. That makes it 5-4, but not for long. Bottom half of the 12th, Hector Rondon trying to close it out. 2 runners aboard. Charlie Culberson does his job. Singles to right. Brings home the game-tying score. That would make it 5-5. So, let's go to the 12th. Javy Baez. 0 for 5, 3 strikeouts so far in the game, but not anymore. Baez only needs 1 pitch and blasts his first ever major league home run, a solo homer that proves to be the game-winning run. Storybook ending for the rookie as the Cubs win 5-4 in 12 innings. So this is what Javy Baez did in his first game in the majors. Not a great debut. He went 1 for 6 with 3 strikeouts. He had a line out to right there that you saw the bases loaded in the 7th, but he comes through big time in the 12th with that solo blast. It's his first big league homer that ended up being the game winner. In our Cubs postgame plus, Todd Hollandsworth talks about Javy's extra inning homer.
We talk about it all the time. We talked about it a little bit earlier today. The ability to separate the at-bats, and that's when you kind of determine whether you're going to survive up here. I mean, this is something that took me an awful long time to get past, but you already saw this in Javy Baez's game. If he has a bad at-bat, if he has a strikeout, he's not carrying it into the next at-bat. And what a great example we've got of that tonight. He's got 3 strikeouts. He's 0 for 5. Questionable play in the field, things not going his way, and he's got a moment there late in the ball game, and he has the game-changer, game-winning home run for him in his first big league ball game.
Time for our Bears training camp coverage presented by Apt.
I play hard, I go hard every single.
Welcome back. A warm welcome for Cubs rookie Javy Baez on the road, and he saved the best for last with a monster opposite field solo homer in the 12th. The ball traveled 414 feet and gave the Cubs a 6-5 lead. Baez is the first Cubs player to hit an extra inning home run in his debut in the live ball era.
He drove that ball pretty well. I think, and believe me, I know it looked like he had quite a few, had a few strikeouts, but it wasn't for anxiousness. It didn't seem like he was anxious at all. Even after he'd come in and dug out after the at-bats, he was fine. And I thought he just went out there and kept grinding. Gave himself a good chance right there. Got the first pitch that he could hit and drove it out of the ballpark.
Feels good. I mean, I faced him before, and he threw me a curveball. So he got a good curveball, so I wasn't sitting on the curve. I was trying to hit a fastball, and he threw it for me the first pitch.
The manager said you didn't look anxious out there or nervous. Were you?
No, not really. I mean, I take it like it's like a sprint training game with a lot of fans and a lot of people. So it was fun for me.
You can watch Game 2 of Baez's Major League career right here on Comcast Sportsnet later tonight. David Kaplan and Todd Hollandsworth set the table with Cubs pregame live at 7. Then Len and JD have the first pitch just after 7:30. With the excitement of Javy Baez making his Major League debut, we thought it was the perfect time to take a look at some other notable rookies on the dates they made their debuts. And in recent years, there have been some very talented stars arriving here in Chicago.
To Patrick Kane, who took the puck back into the Hawk zone, made a dangerous pass over to Seabrook, but he got away with it. Seabrook hands it ahead to Taves over the shark line down the slot. He scores! First goal and his first shot of the National Hockey League!
How about that for an NHL debut? October 10th, 2007, a young Jonathan Taves scoring on his very first career shot attempt with the Hawks. The game wasn't even on TV here locally, and a grand total of 10,122 fans saw the game at the United Center. The Madhouse just 51% full. October 28, 2008, Derrick Rose playing his first regular season game for the Bulls, scored 11 points and dished out 9 assists while providing a couple of highlight reel plays. The Bulls beat the Bucks, and afterwards Rose said, "I'm playing an NBA game in my hometown. I don't know if it can get any better." The Bears drafted Matt Forte out of Tulane in the second round, but he showed right from the start that he could be an elite NFL running back. Forte ran through the Indianapolis Colts defense for 123 yards, including a 50-yard touchdown in his first pro game. He was the first Bears rookie running back to open the season as the starter since Walter Payton in 1975. Starlin Castro arrived on the Major League scene with a bang. May 7th, 2010, Castro launched a 3-run homer off Homer Bailey in his first big league at bat in Cincinnati. Castro later added a 3-run triple, becoming the first Major League player to finish with 6 RBIs in his first game. He finished his rookie season with a .300 batting average. Jose Abreu made his Major League Baseball debut on opening day, March 31st, of course, of this year, against the Twins, and went 2 for 4 with an RBI and a run scored. And a little over 4 months later, Abreu is leading the major leagues in home runs and RBI and a front runner for the AL Rookie of the Year. We've talked throughout the show about the Martellus Bennett suspension. For more on that story, let's check in.
Victims of
At Lurie Children's Hospital got a special visit from the White Sox this morning. Gordon Beckham, Adam Dunn, and Robin Ventura spent time with patients and delivered gift bags to children in the Family Life Center. The event is part of the club's 6th annual Charities Week, which has raised nearly $700,000 in its first 5 years. Members of the Hawks organization were on the base at Naval Station Great Lakes to feed officers and their families. It's also a celebration of the team's long-standing partnership with the USO.
We get a chance to serve them. I mean, this is a privilege. So we get to be here for 2 or 3 hours and make some new friends, which we all did tonight. But it's a great event.
It's an honor to be here to serve, and just we wanted to make sure that they knew how much the Blackhawks organization and how much the Blackhawks organization cares and covets in our relationship with the military.
The plays of the day are presented by Lexus.
Number 3, we start in the nation's capital. Denard Span hits this one to shallow center. The Mets' Juan Lagares on the move, dives, gets the out. Check it out. Great effort. Perfectly timed dive. Mets win 6-1. Number 2, we go to the Bronx. J.D. Martinez lines this one to second. Brendan Ryan knocks the ball down with his glove, then catches it with his bare hand. Watch it again. Glove not in perfect position, but the hand-eye coordination perfect. Number 1, we go to Colorado. Extra innings. Got to be Javy Baez. Blast his first career home run in his major league debut. Baez's first career hit is also a home run. The game winner in the 12th. Cubs win it 6-5. And that's it for this edition of the show. Thanks for joining us for Sportsnet Central, presented by CLR.
The Cubs' top prospect has arrived. Cubs and Rockies are next. From the thin air of Denver, Colorado, we're set for Cubs baseball on Comcast Sportsnet Plus. Javy Baez makes his major league debut as the Cubs and Rockies play Game 1 of a 3-game series. Should be a fun one tonight, along with Jim DeShays. I'm Len Casper. I mentioned prospect, but Javy Baez is no longer a prospect. He's a big leaguer.
He's a big leaguer. He's got a couple months now to settle in. It's been an adjustment for him as he's progressed to each level. So great opportunity here to get his feet wet and settle in at the big league level. That's exactly what happened at AAA Iowa. He struggled early, but then really turned things around. Ultimately hitting .260 with 23 home runs, drove in 80. Big slugging numbers for Baez, especially of late, batting .300, 12 home runs since the beginning of July.
So he's going to bat second and play second. Let's not forget about his double play partner. It'll be fun to see these two guys play together.
Well, Javy Baez playing second because Starlin Castro's entrenched at shortstop, having a very nice year. He'd gone through a down period in the month of July, but turned it around recently. Very good in that series at Dodger Stadium with 7 out of 12. Was given Sunday off, came off the bench and got a big pinch hit. He's been really good here at Coors Field in his career. So yes, indeed, it's going to be fun to watch these two young guys in the middle of the diamond.
Yeah, Rockies really banged up, but they score a lot of runs here at Coors Field, and we've got a rematch from last week. Left-handers on the mound. Travis Wood, 11 strikeouts last Wednesday. He and Brett Anderson each got a no decision. We'll have Cubs baseball from Denver next. Beautiful night here in Denver. 21-year-old Javy Baez making his major league debut tonight. Looks pretty calm. Signed some autographs as well. How about the weather? 81 degrees about, hour and a half ago or so. Then it really cooled off, got down to 67, back up to 74 with blue skies above.
Pretty night to play baseball. Big night for Baez. Big night for the Cubs as this first of what we expect to be many talented young players come to the big leagues in the next couple of years, and he's going to get an opportunity here to show what he can do over the next couple of months.
Let's get the Cubs Southwest starting lineup. It'll be a couple of rookies at the top. Arizmendi, Alcantara in the leadoff spot. Baez at second. And batting second, Rizzo, Castro, Ruggiano, and Valbuena in the middle. Wellington Castillo, the catcher. Junior Lake, 3 hits in his major league debut in this ballpark last year. And Travis Wood, the pitcher, will hit ninth. So nice hand from the Cub fans in attendance for Baez, 21 years old, 6 feet, 190 pounds. Natural shortstop. He played that position exclusively until getting some experience at second base the last few weeks in Iowa, and a fastball missing for ball one.
Yeah, played 16 games at second base, made a couple errors there, and all the reports are that he made a pretty smooth transition to the other side of second base.
Well, he's got a hitter's count here, 2-0 on the rookie.
Yeah, we know one thing for sure. He's going to take some big swings.
Anderson coming back quickly, and there is that big cut. He fouled it off himself. He's got some protection on that lead elbow. I noticed he was signing autographs with his left hand. I'll have to ask him about that later. Right-handed hitter and thrower.
Didn't have to be.
2-2.
Backdoor breaking ball.
Swing and a miss. Out in front.